Hey, what's up, everybody? GG is back for some more Lumberjacks Dynasty. Oh, I tell you, I played quite a bit there last night in order to get ourselves set up for today's streams. So, got back into the swing of things. I should probably grab my controller, get it all up and started, and I'm ready to go. It's got some fresh batteries in there because I killed him last night. As always, thank you so very much to my early birdies, Sherry, aka Honeysuckle, Meat, how you doing? And Karsten, hey, how you guys? How are you all doing? Hope everybody had themselves a wonderful meal last night. I made some fish and chips, and I'm still loving it. I love fish and chips. It was such a good meal. I tells you. I'm looking forward to actually playing a little bit now that we got that platform truck, even though it's one vehicle in game. It makes up a lot of our driving time, so I can't wait. And thanks for the likes, guys. Thank you. Greetings and salutations, Dan. I hope everybody, like I said, is doing well. Hope that everybody's starting to, get outside a little bit more and enjoying the vitamin D. I was out there again for a little while today before stream, me and the doggo. And I played some ball with her. Now she's out. She's sleeping here right at my feet, just completely zonked. Just But we got about a minute and 15 seconds left. Get your drinks, get your snacks, get your butts in the comfiest position so we can get back, relax, unwind, and enjoy today's stream. And I got myself a bottle of a Coca-Cola today, so I've already had 2 liters of hot chocolate. I'm hot chocolated out, so we'll be drinking on that. Sherry's been around for a long time. Dan's been around for a while. Karsten's been around for a while. I don't know if I got any new subs in here or not today. Doesn't look like. If they do, they're quiet, which is fine. Even wallflowers need water. Oh, it's been a while. So tomorrow, Castle Flipper, same time as today. So we'll do some of that. Greetings, wild one. Greetings. Oh, I don't see your hat beside you either. Ooh, lots of the memberships dropping off. We'll be having to make some changes tonight after the last episode of Back to the Future. Let's get into the game, shall we? Game time. Let's see, which one was it? Was it this one? I think it was this one. Uh-oh. I have a message saying, Lumberjacks Dynasty not responding. Are we starting this off with a crash? Hope not. Now I got a message that says, Lumberjacks Dynasty is, not responding. You close the program or wait for the program to respond. I think we'll see if we can wait for the program to respond. I think it's loading. You can do it, game. You can do it. On my screen, all I'm seeing is just white opaque overlay over it. If I look over at the OBS, everything seems to be fine there. So fingers crossed that it's working. I've had a fantastic day so far, Meat. I hope you have as well. Doggo got me up again like 3 times throughout the night, so my sleep's been really broken lately. So, I'm sleeping for like 2 hours, and then I'm up for like another hour and a half because I'm one of those type of people. It takes me forever to get back to sleep. And I'll be asleep for like another 40 minutes, and then she'll wake me up again. It's like, So, went through that a couple times this last night, the night before, and the night before that. Oh, there we go. Okay. Looks like we're back in game, I think. I hope. But I'm not full screen. Why am I not full screen? Alt, enter? There we go. Hold on. There we go. Now I'm full screen. Okay, there we go. Hey, Puppo. How are you doing, Oscar? And we'll give you a sausage. Speaking of sausage, let's see how much we got in our inventory. Ooh, we only got 1 sausage left, so we're going to have to go out and buy some today. All right, it's an apple picking morning. Get your apples here. Get your apples. Get your fine apples. See if we can pick them all. I don't think we'll leave any apples for the birds this time around. It's been a tradition, but at this time, they haven't done anything with that apple. It's just been sitting there, just on the tree, getting more and more ripe. Nothing going on. Hey, Sam. You joined me on that. Nah. Having a hard time on the getting back to sleep there too, there, Sam. I'm absolutely awful. What I do is I try to lay down again, and if I can't pass out within the first half hour, I get up. I'll have a small glass of water, or I will have something like a couple grapes, you know, that type of thing. You know, just to get my mind off not being able to sleep, and then I go ahead and make another attempt. And if that doesn't work, then I'll get up and have another small glass of water after half an hour. You know, just otherwise, you know, you just lay there and you start getting in your own head, going like, oh, why can't I sleep? So I just tend to work my way around it a little bit and just, you know, keep my mind off of it by doing something. It's been working for me for a while. Doesn't mean that I get to sleep any faster, but it does mean that I'm not stressing myself out over it. Hope you've been doing well, Sam. Haven't seen you in a little bit. Hope work hasn't been keeping you too busy. Wow, things are just starting to businesses are just starting to open up again. Yet there's still no jobs. It's just absolutely brutal here. Absolutely brutal. At least in the oop, I think I saw one. No, I didn't miss it. Did we miss any? I see the heart above Oscar and I wanted to pick it, but nope. That's not an apple, that's a hot. Pick this one up. So we got a full dryer full of pallets. I believe that they'll be ready to go about 3:30 in game time. So we got quite a few things that we can do till then. I've already gone around and I've collected the milk and eggs, so we don't have to worry about that. You guys have seen that thousands of times. What'd y'all think of that there power wash simulator? I had a lot of fun playing that there yesterday. I was tempted to play a little bit more last night, but I decided that because there's only one save file, I can't even go in there right now to get a screenshot for the next episode, because as soon as you I was asking in their Discord, one of the guys there, oh, bug off, Oscar, I love you, but my goodness, you're always getting in the way when I'm trying to pick some apples. Alright, let's get these all cleaned up. But yeah, so I wasn't even able to go in there to get a screenshot. So I asked them, I'm like, the way this game is, it seems like the autosave whenever you do something. They're like, yep. I'm like, okay, so that means I can't go in on a new level and exit out without it saying that I've already started the level. They're like, nope, it'll automatically start for you. I'm like, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a screenshot. And they're like, oh, never thought of that. Yeah, how am I supposed to get a screenshot? So my screenshot's going to be a little bland for it, unfortunately. Oh no, that's a no bueno, Sherry. That's a no bueno. Taking content from other people, new. Even though it's, you know, same thing that I'd be doing in game type deal. New. Metadata. That can get you in deep trouble. There was a big thing that happened when Minecraft was really huge in about 2014, where people were doing that. They were going in and just, you know, even in a cave, taking pictures of somebody else's stuff. But yeah, they got some trouble. So, no, can't do that. Oh, sorry, Dan. I'm sorry, Dan. Oops, my bad. I'm sorry. My eyes just scanned over a little too quick. Alright, well, I think that's all the apples over on this side, eh? Huh? Yeah. Alright, good. Sherry's right on top of it. It was not me. It's all good. Gigi's feeling a little dyslexic today. It's from not being able to have more than 3 hours worth of sleep, period, at a time. It's just not as good, you know. I wish, Puppy was a little bit younger, so her bladder was a little stronger, but oh well. Old senior dog privileges. She's been my bestie forever and ever and ever. I can definitely do that for her. Let her out whenever she needs to go out, because she gets right down indignant if she has to pee in the house. She's done it twice, like over a year ago as she was getting older type thing. She'd wake up and she's kind of like, yeah, no, I can hold it, I can hold it, I can hold it. And then, oh no, I didn't hold it. And then she was just feeling so bad, so sheepish. It was just hilarious. You go to look at her and she just, don't look at me, I'm not worthy. She'd just turn her head away and just be all shy and abashed all about it. And it was cute. It was really cute. At the same time, it was a mess to clean up. So now I make sure I let her out all the time, so that way she doesn't have to have that ashamed feeling about it. She kind of likes it anyway. She gets a whole bunch of pets and loves and everything afterwards as we both, get back into bed and get comfy. All right, there we go. We got all the apples taken care of. Well, let's go over to our tractor picker-upper logger thingy. Jeremy, how you doing, my man? How you doing? I just heard my name and all that, and I was like, what? That wasn't me. No worries, no worries. I did not leave my crane up that high last night when I left. So I went through, and as promised, I deforested. Oh, we got we got 2 trees that like to grow back, it seems. All right. Is it 2 trees, or is one outside the line? I bet you one of them was outside the line. That's why I didn't cut it down. I think this tree grew back, though. Because I was, when I came in yesterday after supper, I was like, oh, I missed a tree over here. And then I cut it down, and yet there was logs over there. Oh, yeah, here we go. Welcome to the world of frames. This whole section in here is just frames. Just horrible frames. And then you just walk out, and you're clear. So I don't know what's going on there. If I go F1 and look at this one. Yeah, this is a tree that we'll get a fine for taking. It's outside the green line. That's why we didn't take it. All right. Let's get back to Framesville over here and grab ourselves some of these logs. We're hauling. We're picking. Picking and hauling today. Oh, is that what it is? The crane arm resets? Yeah, I figured as much when I know I didn't leave it up that high. Are you kidding? Hydraulics leak overnight. It's going to come down into the cab. Alright. I'll do itty bitties first. Oh, I wish the brakes worked better on these vehicles. They don't. I wish they did. Lalican! Thank you so much for becoming a sponsor of the channel. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I hope you are doing very, very well yourself there too, Todd. What was the name of the computer systems that you were recommending to Deuce? I had never heard of them before. So I was like, oh, I might have to go check them out. I mean, it is a pipe dream at this point in time. But well, it's just going to be a matter of time before the computer dies. I mean, she is over 8 years old, so. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, here comes those frames. Here they are. Tick, 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 tick. I'm hitting the brakes, but you can't tell. Ah, thank you, Jeremy. 11 awesome souls. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And for the like reminder as well, as Jeremy and everyone else pretty much knows, that the easiest way for a channel to grow is to have as many likes as possible on the videos. What that does is it signals the YouTube algorithm to put more recommendations out there for that channel. And I wish there was a way we could extend that arm using the hydraulics. That's part and parcel of it. But I didn't program the game. All I can do is just give my expertise opinions. Of course, because of the silly... There we go. Because of the frames, it's just making it a lot harder. There we go. Eee. I do like this trailer. It brings in so much more of the big logs than the little putt-putt. This machine needs CVT too. It's got the power for it. It's got the wheels. It should be able to do it. It's got the engine. It's got the transfer case and everything else in real life. I don't know why we don't have it. I guess that's one of the things that they want you to upgrade on your own. Okay, you can stop. You stop? You stop? Thank you. And it's caught on the front of the cage, whatever. Uh-huh. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. Once again, I didn't program this. That's for sure. There is an extension arm on that hook grapple arm for a reason. Should be used, you think. You'd think. Yeah, like you should be able to take this boom arm and extend it out, for sure. It's there for a reason. Uh-huh, yeah. Come on, let me out. Let me out. Yep, my wheels are turning left, and yet my front end is going to the right. I don't understand that. Lots of things that they could do to improve this game. Lots of things. If you guys want to know our thoughts on Lumberjacks Dynasty and that, come check out the Simdicate podcast this weekend, guys. Sunday. We go into depth with our feelings and thoughts about the status of this game. It was a good time. We had a good time. Hey, Tony, welcome. Yeah, I saw that you were in Deuce's stream asking about Lumberjacks Dynasty. I am not one of those type of people to self-promote, even though Deuce is like, oh yeah, man, go ahead anytime. I'm still not that type of person. Never have been, never will be. So, yeah, but I'm playing Farmers Dynasty today. Or Lumberjacks Dynasty, sorry. And I'm enjoying it, as well as, you know, still picking on all the bugs. But that'll never change when it comes to GG. As soon as the game goes from, you know, early access to full access, GG is the one who's going to tell you his definite thoughts on it, that's for sure. I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm a straight shooter. But then again, like I said, you know, to everybody, you know, I come from the world of once it's been published out, it's done. Like, you know, there's no going back. I'm still used to the days of the cartridges and the CDs. You know, that's where I got my start in business. That's where I got my my work ethic in business and that. So it's got to be right before you put it out. And, well, as we can tell from just the frames alone and that in here, you know, definitely more work could have been done on this title before it was ever put into full release, as far as I'm concerned. Just from the, you know, like I say, from the business practical end of things, yeah, you know, do it. It's called a one and done. You know, you do it right the first time. You know, have confidence in your product. Oh, come on. I almost had it. There we go. I do like how much we can fit onto this this tractor, that's for sure, or this trailer. You can go right there. Beautiful. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. So how far is everybody else in here yet? Has everybody got themselves the factory and all that? We haven't played in such a long time. I am so far behind everybody else because we did do a restart when the game came out of early access into early full release. So, lots of people are much farther ahead than I am at this point in time, but that's okay. This is one of those games that we can come back to at any point in time, pick up, and just continue on. Keep plugging it away. Making the cheddar. Of course you're not going to reach. Is that one going to stay? Oh, it did. Yay! No, it didn't. Alright, can you stop? Thank you. Jeez. Yeah, they've been asked, I don't know how many times, at least 100 times, to put in something called a parking brake. You know, one of those things that even NHTSA says is mandatory in all vehicles that have access to the road. But no, they've never done it. They don't listen. Yeah, the needs and wants of the public to them aren't worth it as far as their response is. Yeah. Actions speak louder than words, and you know what people want for ease of use and stuff like that. It doesn't matter to them at all. Does not matter at all. At least from how the games are made, how they react to or allow things to be taken out. Yeah. It is unfortunate. It is unfortunate, but the consumer doesn't mean much to them. Consumers have been asking for a long time for this stuff to get fixed up, for them to get like e-brakes and all that good stuff, and nothing has ever come of it. They've never put it in. It is not a game engine thing that can't be done. It's just they don't want to put it in, I guess. I don't know. I do not understand how or why, or what they're thinking on it. Honey says, on my current game, I'm about the same place you are now. Previous games I've already completed what they had available so far. Yep, same here. When it was in full access. When it was in early release, I'd done everything. And then when it came out, we did the release event, the full release event. And yeah, for the lack of everything that was, should be in game, that isn't in game, and all that type there stuff, GG was like, yeah, this isn't going to be a full-time game for me anymore. I'll play it, once in a while. It's good filler in between when I don't have any other games to play, but otherwise I'm not going to be, trying to go through it as well as we did for the early release, that's for sure. Not enough was done, period. Let's see. Go the farthest out that we can. Not nearly enough love for the Todd for coming in and becoming a sponsor for the channel. Guys, make sure you throw down some hots. Throw down, if you are a member, some of your caveman love, your gargoyle love, some hot chocolate Gary love, and some hair love. Just feels like after getting to chapter 4, there's no real reason to keep playing. No goals. And what I don't understand is why the hell are women, like, no offense, but, the relationships, why are they behind a wall? Why are they behind a progress wall? What the hell are you thinking? So I just start over, play a fresh game, and give myself different goals? Nice. That's the thing. You shouldn't have to do that. You should not have to do that. If a game is, feature creature complete, you should not have any of those issues, you know what I'm saying? I'll throw some more Hudson for God. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you, thank you. Awesome peeps, y'all's is. Awesome peeps for sure. Alright, there we go. Get the unload for, you know, what is it, 30, 40 logs here? Oh, what a beautiful day it is outside. It's all bright and sunny. There's absolutely zero wind. I gotta check the forecast if this is the case tonight at like 9:30, 10 o'clock. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna spray those damn dandelions. Sheesh. Getting a field of dandelions out there. And our grass is super healthy. I mean, it shouldn't be, you know, they should be choked out. I don't understand why we have so many going on right now. Aggravating indeed. Hey Jill, how you doing? Ah, caught me on at last. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. How's Chris doing? I haven't seen you folks in a little while. You guys getting ready to go back to work and that? Is that how come you've been so shy and coming around? Huh? Oh, totally understandable. Real life first. Real life first. Speaking of which, I haven't spoken to Caveman in like 2 days, so getting grumpy about that. Got to talk to him in you know, quick video call about the tooth fairy coming, and that's been the last thing that I've had with him. Not impressed. Don't kill the dandelions. Bees get massive amounts of food from them. Yeah, I wish I could leave them, but my bloody city of Calgary has got a bylaw ordinance against them. They call them an obnoxious weed. It's like, no, it's food for the bees. Yeah, it doesn't fly, unfortunately. Now, it's not like, you know, we've gone and turned our lawn into like a putting green style, you know, like we're not using one of those real mowers. We're just using just like a regular mower type deal. So, I mean, it's not like, you know, it's interfering with anything, you know, but, you know, city bylaws, you know, you gotta follow them rules. Hey, Foxy, how you doing? Getting all the old school folks coming in today. That's awesome. Good to see everybody. Now, I really do hope that these things go straight towards becoming planks and not logs, because I really would hate to have to come back and pick all these up to reprocess them again. Up bears. Yeah, so in order to keep the city happy, we gotta spray the dandelions down. I can't remember what they said. Something like, you know, you're allowed like up to, you know, 1 per square foot of your yard or something like that. So we're pretty tight on it. All a weed is just a flower nobody wants. Oh, that's totally all right. Like I was saying to Jill there, real life first. Always real life first. Let's see, how many we got over here? 45, 46? Okay. Actually, hold on. Stop! I'm out. That's what I want an e-brake for, just a total stop. Run through here quick. Make sure we are set. Logs to soft for cutting. Okay, good. This looks like Farming Simulator. A little bit. Farming Simulator or Farming Dynasty? Farmer's Dynasty is the prequel to this game. So they did a lot of bringing in of the same assets, reusing the same assets, which is smart for a company to do, of course. You know, to get the best bang for the buck. Bellberry, how are you doing? Yeah, I totally understand, Jill. Work does have a way of getting in the way. You know, I've never had a year where my allergies have lasted this long. Either I'm getting older or the plants just aren't all coming up at the same time like they used to, one or the other. One sec, gotta blow the schnoz again. There we go, that's better. I can breathe for the next 5 minutes. Yeah, I've never had allergies this bad. I mean, you take a look at all my previous videos from the springtime, like last year when this came out in the end of May, or basically like a year from now. I was doing all this, my allergies weren't nearly as bad. Come on, come on, come on. You can do it. You can do it. Pick it up. Pick it up. Pick it up. Oh, come on. Are you kidding me? Because of these frames, it's taking absolutely forever to pick anything up in here. Wow. Wow. How about you optimize your game there, Toplets? I mean, it's now to the point where I think everybody is just kind of giggling and snickering at the actual, you know, abilities of the team that worked on this. I know there's a lot of engine stuff that, you know, the game, you know, just can't do some certain things. But there's a lot of stuff that could be done that just isn't getting done. I am in performance mode. That's the sad part there, Foxy. That is the sad part. I am in performance mode. I got all my graphics, everything is all turned down to like nothing. And before full release, I only had a small issue of frames around the home farm. That was it. I've never had any issues up and over in this area at all. But then again, you know, my expectation of standards is higher than what I guess the public is allowing. They're like, oh, that's okay. You know, they'll just keep on, you know, purchasing games and stuff like that that, you know, just have all these issues. You know, they'll play them for their 2 hours and then not able to get a refund. And then, you know, it's all about the reputation of the company at that point. What the hell am I stuck on in here? Is that like a gully? Oh, it is a gully. If I look down with the shades, it's a big gully. That would be why we're having an issue getting through there. But yeah, like certain things, like I say, you know, like getting the, whatchamacallit, is the words I'm looking for here, you know, a handbrake. It's absolutely necessary. We need one. Otherwise... What the hell just happened? I just put brand new batteries in my controller last night. Interesting. Don't know what happened there. Mike, how you doing? How you doing? Thank you so much for coming in and leaving a like there, Mike. I hope hope business is good today for you, man. You're saying that it was starting to quiet down a little bit, but I hope business is good. Oh yeah, I'm touching the log. I can't pick it up. Once again, I did not program this game. You can tell there's no quality. There's no reassurance or quality assurance in it. You know, it's speaking of which, I think Topless just picked up another one that they can mess up, Star Sand. So we'll see how that one goes. Not a game I play. Yeah, thanks for swinging by, Mike. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Thank you for leaving the like. Thank you for coming in and just saying hey. I hope that, like I say, that the business goes good for you, my man. Moon, how you doing today? Thank you so much for becoming the newest subscriber to the channel. I hope you enjoy the Dynasty games as well. Like, I enjoy it. I mean, you'll hear me complain about it all the time, but it's out of wanting the game to be that much better, wanting the team that works on this stuff to actually, you know, be a team that works on stuff. You know, an actual office that's productive, not an office that's worried about profits. I mean, yeah, that goes hand in hand, but it's got to go hand in hand. You can't just do one without, you know, thinking of the other. Are you sitting there? Okay, yeah, you're going to dance and wiggle for me? All right, you dance. It's a dancing log. It's a happy log. Let's see. Can we get one down in here? Bet you can. Come on. Oh, I saw it right there. Just filling in the blanks. Got lots up here to clean out. We'll do all the frame zone, I call it here. This whole area is just nothing but frames. Would you mind stopping, truck? Like, because the frames is so bad, you can't get your vehicle to stop, which is, you know, an easy workaround, Toplets. Easy, something you guys can handle would be to put on an e-brake. Wow. Not hard to program that in at all. It's just complete. It's a world stop button, so the world stops turning. Sheesh. I saw it. I saw it. All right. You gonna stick there? If you'll stick there, I'm happy to have you there. Yeah, here, I'll show you options. Here, custom video settings. High quality, I think medium quality is the best or lowest you can go with. Off, 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 off. Small, low, flat, fast, off. Like, you can't get any lower than that for graphics and everything in game. It's this zone here. Once we get this zone cleaned up, I can have the game on full graphics and I won't have any issues anywhere else. Just this huge zone right over in here. Don't know why, but then again, I'm not privy to the programming or the programmer that was working on it, so. Yep, turning hard, just takes an hour for the controls to get there. Come on, you can do it. You can do it. Like, yeah, I should have been able to hit a parking brake and it would have dead stopped by now. Come on. Parking brake, that's all we're asking for. It's not like it's, you know, out of the question for the engine. It's not an engine issue. It's a programmer issue. Just go through here and just clean up most of these little messes that we got going on. I kind of want to back into like another tree or something, see if I can push the other log inside, but I'm not going to mess with it. Probably break something if I do that. Because that knuckle needs to be able to move in and extend out. That's the whole purpose of that whole boom arm assembly, is to be able to extend out, reach in and outwards, like All you gotta do is just hold down the shift key, and now next thing you know is you're capable of moving the arm in and out, you know. Then you hold the control key, and then you can turn the knuckle to move it in and out. Not an engine issue, it's a programming issue. It's a human issue, it isn't the ones and zeros issue, that's for sure. But hey, we got new clothes, guys. I mean, come on. Doesn't that make up for all the bugs and for all the lack of, you know, the actual features that the people have been requesting since, oh, I don't know, Farmer's Dynasty? Oh, well, not my business to run, that's for sure. Definitely could run it a hell of a lot better with my eyes closed. I mean, you know, it's funny. The more and more that, you know, I look at this company and everything else, the more and more I see a company in the early 90s just trying to break out, you know, type thing. You know, cutting as many corners as they can because the overall overhead expense is so high. And you know, and where we are in today's day and age, it really just makes me think that nobody has taken any type of business education schooling or anything on the team since the late 90s. Just, it is the total feel that I get from this. It's just that, you know, it's just business-wise, it's business as usual, 1994. Without the, you know, with the saving grace that, oh, hey, you know, they can come in here and fix it. Oh, no worries, Moxie. It's all good. Thank you, Spiderette. I'm having fun playing it. Like I said, you know, I'm complaining about it, but at the same time, I'm only pointing out the obvious stuff. I'm not pointing out anything that, you know, could not have been fixed before they brought it out of early access and brought it into early full access. If that's even a term for it. But like I said, you know, hear the full conversation on the Simdicate this weekend. This Sunday, that's what we're doing. We're talking about Lumberjacks Dynasty and how each one of us Simdicates, you know, our thoughts on how the game is progressed or progressing at this time type deal. So if you're interested in getting what you know, all our viewpoints are from the Simdicates, that'll be the podcast to check out for sure. As always, we have fun doing these podcasts, guys. We do. We have a lot of fun. We also have some other projects that are in the works as well. So tomorrow night, Raft, I'm going to be there. Yay! You know, I don't see any reason why I can't. I do not have Little Guy this weekend, unfortunately. So I will be available to hang out with the boys in Raft and get to check out. I guess that they got some new backpacks. I was watching a little bit of the stream when I could, when the little guy was in the shower. So I was on my phone watching a little bit and seeing what these guys were doing, and yeah, I like the progress they've done. Would you mind stopping? Thank you. God damn. A break. My kingdom for a break. Getting quite the load on this one. All these smaller logs. Never a bad thing. Alright. Let's just grab these last 3 logs if we can. Should be able to get all 3. It was funny, I was talking to the boys on the weekend there on Sunday, and I was letting the dog out. And I just happened to look over at the fence just as a bird decided to leave us a giant turd present. Oh, it was disgusting. Just massive streak right down the fence. I was like, oh my god. That bird must have been a big bird. I don't know if it was a goose or what, but it is massive, this smear. I still enjoy the game a lot. My new PC handles it pretty good. I rarely get any lag, just around the sawmill when I have a lot of logs going through. Some of the best games like Kenshi are developed by only one person that takes 12 years and still has bugs. Yep. No, I totally agree with you on that there, Moon. You know, being a one-man production company type deal, It allows you to be able to push your entire vision out without having to worry about others trying to say, oh no, we gotta make money. In order to make money, we gotta push it out now. You know, like it takes a lot longer to do it, like to get your game out, but at the same time, you know, you have a lot higher quality assurance on it for sure. Which is one thing that this company is lacking in spades, is quality assurance. You know, if they wanted to pit their reputation on what their games are right now, to sit there, you know, and say, yeah, our games are, you know, are awesome. Yeah, I could pitch you up against at least 4 other developers with less people on the team who've done more, and watch your reputation sink. That's what happens, folks. You sit there and you put out games, you're, you know, you're not proud of it. Just think of it, what's doing to your company brand reputation. Lots more could be done to make this game a lot better. First of all, an apology to everybody would be fantastic. Especially in this day and age of cancel culture and all that stuff. Apologies go a long way. But then acting on it afterwards, that goes even farther. Just sitting here just thinking of this arm work. I wished we had a tipping feature. Just tip them all off on the side, just drop them all in. Be so nice. Oh, burger night, is it? Nice, nice. I'm not sure what I'm having for supper tonight. I'll probably just have some like egg sandwiches or something like that. Breakfast sandwiches. Keep it nice and easy, a bit light on my stomach after having all that grease yesterday. Oh, no worries, Moon. Bud! Yeah, DOT would have... Oh, yeah, they'd be all over it. They'd be all over it. Not chained down, no tags, one log sliding in the load, unsecure. Oh, yeah, you betcha. Our Ministry of Transportation here would be all over me. I used to be a trucker. Wow, okay, I worked in the oil fields, and then when I started getting sick, they put me over to the trucking division and did that for a while. They were hauling nitrogen, CO2, acids, all that type stuff. And then my health started getting really bad so that they couldn't put me out in the field anymore. Then I started teaching folks on how to drive. So I did the driver training there for a while. I'm a stickler. Yep. No, I had a few students who were like, he's just so hard. It's like, no, I just don't want you killing somebody. Oh, barbecue pork chops. Nice. Oh, you're going to go live with honey? I don't blame you. I don't blame you. Yeah, I couldn't believe it. The fish I used to get 7 portions, like 7 that they're like 4 inch by 4 inch by 1 inch cubes of halibut, and used to get those for 7 pieces in the bag for $14.99. Costco has now increased it to $24.99. Bloody pricks! If they get something good, people start buying it, and what do? They mark it up over 50%. They mark it up over 50%. It's not like the fish farm that they come from are getting any extra monies. No, not at all. This one's all on Costco. He says, I swear I have no imagination left for cooking. We eat through the same thing most of the time. You know, I have about 75 meals that I go through. And... you know, like, some people be like, well, that's a lot of variety. Not really, because you think about it. It's about, like, every 2 months you'd have the same thing again. You know what I mean? So. Oh, wow. We have an old Massey Harris. Open cab Massey Harris. It was, at one point in time, it was an old crank starter, but my dad, he changed that over many, many, many years ago, by the time I was like 5 or 6. Hey, Durses! Oh yeah, because, every Lumberjack sawmill owner that is going to be able to afford all these vehicles, work by himself, Like I said, though, if you guys want to hear the full overall opinion for all of us Simcasters, check out this podcast coming out this Sunday, folks. Check it out. You guys are not going to be disappointed for sure. I could have made it an easy 5-hour podcast if I were to go in and just start doing my rip and rants and everything else. I didn't. I behaved. I used the usual common sense when I gave my answers, and I tried to keep it a little bit shorter than I normally would, because, GG, it gets to be a little long-winded. Gotta let the other boys have their chance of talking. Oh, look at this. It's going to cost me about another $200 just to get out of here. Yeah, because there's no CVT. Let's see. Let's pull a Vanessa and just sit here for an hour and just moving back and forth, trying to get ourselves out. I'm sure it won't happen. I'm sure I'm going to have to buy. Now, if I could push down on here. Nope, can't push down on there. Look at that. We just lost some monies. Let's see, we have... How much we got? Got $228. Let's see what we got now. Okay, so they made towing free again. Gee, do you know how bad... At least they know how bad their game is for that. They give us free towing back. Nice, Chris. Glad to hear it. You got yourself the little uns going on. They do take a while to grow up, but they're so precious. I haven't found a use for them in game yet, though. As far as I know, they aren't picking the greenhouse goods or anything like that. But then again, marriage was not available when they came out of full release, out of early access. Into full release. So I haven't had a chance yet to really test around with those. We'll get there eventually. I'm hoping before Christmas this year at some point we'll have the family going. Like I said, I'm not in a rush. Not in a rush at all to finish this game, folks. There is no need to be in a rush with this one. Really? It's not going to let me grab that one log. Oh, right. Yeah, it's because we can't drop that boom arm. That, come on. This boom arm, look at it. It's got a hydraulic. It's got a knuckle. It's got, an extender. But I can go right through this tree. Check it out. My grapple hooks are going right through it. I'm bumping it. But I can't grab that log. Can we say programming failure? Jesus Christ. Get somebody who knows how to program on the team. It's sad. It is absolutely sad. Oh, but now now it makes the player have to go pick the log up to go pick it up with the machine. Come on. While shopping, purchase a meat or veggie that you've never purchased before. You'll figure out a new meal to cook. I could do that, but I don't have the monies to do that right now. My grocery shopping is about $35 a month. I'm not kidding you. That's my budget. So for $35 a month, I can get ground beef. I can get some margarine. I have some flour, so I can make my own breads and everything else. But that's the life I gotta live right now. My doctor is dragging his heels to the point that I'm almost ready to call the physicians, ready to call the College of Physicians and Surgeons on him. He's had over 2.5 months to completely review my case, to go through all the paperwork I've sent through the government, and yet he's still not willing to sign a release. So it's like, all right, buddy, you're done. You're out of here. Bob, how's it going, Bob? Piece by piece. Alright, let's grab some of these ones over here. See if we can. Anyway, we tried last time, wouldn't pick it up. See if we'll pick it up this time. Oh, I saw it. It was there for a moment. There we go. No, I'm just, in this day and age, there's so many game developers and everything else that are out there that are just, just doing basically the bare minimums. They aren't thinking ahead when they do their programming and that, optimization. Well, when you're in early access, don't worry about optimizing until you are at least 75% feature complete. Yeah. It's funny, I always hear this argument all the time from people who have no clue whatsoever, absolutely zero clue on how programming and that works. And they're all like, oh, no, if you find little bugs at the very beginning, it's just easier that you fix them right now. It's like, okay, so as a company, you want me to spend 90% of my time fixing little tiny glitches when I could be putting other content in because they're just little glitches, and then figuring out the pattern of what's causing those glitches. It's just, I'm tired of explaining it to noobs and plebes and plebs. Yeah, exactly. The last update, the new vehicle, now you're able to repair the old vehicles. Yeah. But it's full release though, right? Came out full release before Christmas, wasn't it? Something like that? Yeah. Jesus. And yet they're still adding content. It's like, either save it for the DLC or don't come out and say that you're doing full release, because this is not full release. If you're adding new content in that all the time, that's not full release. Last time I checked, Webster's Dictionary would agree with me. Now, I can understand, if you're a brand new developer or something like that, you only got like maybe 1 or 2 games out that, you want to add some more to it, things like that. Say thank you to the fans for, making a game great. That I can totally get. But your main game's got to work first. And I can't honestly say that the main game is all hunky-dory on this one. Not at all. Stop. I just want you to stop. Oi, plus you may add a bug that counteracts the first small bug. Exactly. It's just, you don't do optimization until you're about 75% feature complete. And then once you're about 75%, then you start going through, you start doing your bug fixes, you do your optimizations, you go through, you do a whole bunch more testing and stuff. So that way, that last 25%, and then all about, spit and polish afterwards. You don't pay somebody, programmers hours to constantly fix every tiny little bug while it's in an early access stage. You just don't do it. It is an absolute waste of your money resources where it could be used on other assets in game, or getting more of the features completed. New vehicle, I think it would be nice if we could stop the ones we got. Yeah, no, exactly. Like that's what I was saying. That was part of my rant at the very beginning. It was about the e-brake. It's been asked well over 100+ times. Over 100 times. For us to get an e-brake in game. It's not a game engine problem. It's not that the game engine can't do it. Obviously, the vehicles can stop. So you just have to make it so that way you have an instant stop. It's instead of having a time delay on how long it takes for the vehicle to stop, it's just an engine. You know, you throw on the e-brake, you might rock a foot. That's about it. It's not got nothing to do with physics of the engine or anything else. It's all programming. It's a lack of programming ability or lack of, want to do it. There's always different versions, the developer's version, test version, public version. It doesn't make sense testing the older versions for bugs. No, exactly. Yep. Yeah, no, and that's something else too. A lot of these companies that are out there, and that I don't know exactly how it works for Toplets, who does all their testings and such like that, but any tester should never have access to developers' tools. A good tester starts the game over every time there's a new update to make sure that it all works, and they have to pay them for it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like I said, what Toplets' procedures are for it, but you can't expect the general public to be your testers on the version that you're pushing out to the public. It doesn't make any sense whatsoever, because the developer's version is probably like 2 or 3 versions ahead of the one that went out to the public. I'm back. Had to take my son to work. No worries, Sherry. I thought you were going to be throwing some burgers on the grill here pretty quick, too. Oh, well, that's the beauty of mobile phones, right? You can just put it up on your Bluetooth rock. How many of you guys got a rock, a garden rock that plays music? My mom does. She's got one of them there Bluetooth speakers that's hidden inside a rock. And so all she has to do is just pair her phone up to it, and it automatically turns on and off with the controls of the phone. It's pretty cool. Solar powered to keep that portion going. Excuse me, but if you want the speaker to work, you have to plug it in. Grill is preheating. Nice, nice. Was it you or was it Crimson the other day that said get out of my my hubby's head because I made pizza that one night? I think maybe it was Crimson. Just giggle. Now get out of my hubby's head. He's just asking me if I want pizza tonight. Like, oops. Well, you can blame the Captain Caveman. He's the one. He's like, I want daddy pizza. Please, can I have daddy pizza? He wanted daddy burgers and he wanted daddy pizza. Yeah. He says daddy's burgers are way better than any McDonald's burgers any day. And he really, really likes my pizza. Now, I don't know if it's because he does not like the sweet sauces, the sweet red pizza sauces, and pretty much that's all that I can ever find nowadays from pizza restaurants. When you order a pizza, is just this sickly sweet pizza sauce. It's like, bleh. I want a tomato sauce. I don't want sugar red sauce. Nice. You got the same one that my dad has for his shop there, the big yellow one. It's got the side knobs and everything else. Is it I think my dad's also boosts the battery, maybe? Or maybe he's got another one that I'm thinking of. Come on, I can put this down somewhere, right? Yeah. Alright, muzzle. Grab a big one on our way out. Let's see. Yeah, there's a big one just over there I can grab to turn around in. But yeah, as you can see, we kind of deforested this area. And with the planter being behind a chapter paywall, that's what it is. It's a paywall. You gotta pay off Uncle before you can get the planter. Like, really? More things that we can that you guys can hear of in the podcast. He does not consider pizza to be a meal. What? Why? Is the Bluetooth rock and roll? Well, I hope not. It's a fair size. I think it's... How many pounds would that be? I think it's like 120 pounds. All I know is it weighs almost as much as me. It's like really close to how much I weigh. It's a big rock. It's a granite rock that's been drilled out, and then they put a sealant cover and everything else on the back of it. And then in the front, they've taken and they've drilled like tons of little holes and everything all throughout the front. And it's got a water sheeted protection plastic thing that runs in the holes, but it pumps pretty good. Like if you're sitting on the bench beside it, you can actually feel the bench do a little bit of rumbling if it's turned up quite a bit. So pizza's a snack, maybe a lunch, but a meal is supper and has to be meat, at least 2 vegetables, possibly a roll and other bread. Oh wow. You know, I grew up on the farm where, you know, with all meat and potatoes and everything else, and then I learned that, yeah, portion control. You can make anything a meal, just depends on how much you eat of it. I mean, yeah, you can sit down and eat 5 kilograms of rice. Guess what? That's a full meal. You just ate 5 kilograms. Like with pizza, it's called stack it, load it, pile it high and watch it fly. You know what I mean? He doesn't think that breakfast is for supper is a thing either. You're telling me that if you were to make up some pancakes, bacon, eggs with hash browns, that he wouldn't eat that for supper? Well, I don't know where his inner caveman is, but I can't say no to bacon. Yeah, doesn't matter what time of day it is. Bacon's king. I'm not going to say no to bacon. Actually, you know what? I probably will make a pizza tonight. I got the ingredients for it. Actually, I might make 2 pizzas tonight, because I don't want a deep dish. I like thin crust. I like a thin, toasted, crispy crust. That's what I like. Lots of cheese. Not so much meat that you get heartburn from the grease and everything. He would love it for breakfast, but would be mad if he offered it for supper. Boy, live a little. You know what I mean? Like, come on. One of my favorite evening meals is loaded waffles. So you got your waffle, you got your pancakes. You got your waffles. You got your bacon. You got your whipped cream. You got your syrup. You got like 6 different types of fruits, like so grapes, strawberries, watermelon, honeydew, cantaloupe, that type of thing. And chop it all off with some cherries. It is just so good. But that's like a dessert. You know, like that's not a breakfast to me. That's you know, so sickly sweet and everything. That's a dessert. That's a meal dessert. Hey, Carl. You had breakfast for dinner last night? Nice. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to do the... I don't know. I might do breakfast sandwiches tonight and then pizza for the weekend. Like cook that up for tomorrow. Yeah, I think that'll work. So I'll make up my dough early morning tomorrow. And then I'll have it ready for in between stream and... Because don't forget, I got Raft tomorrow night, and then afterwards we record the podcast. So busy. Everyone has their own little quirks. Just doesn't mean wrong. He's just different. No, exactly. I mean, I can't eat Jello. I cannot eat it. My body, I put it into my mouth, and my body just kind of goes, spits it out again. It's really weird. It is completely and totally 100% involuntary. It is the weirdest thing. And it's funny. You know, my brother used to laugh at me for years and years and years. He was at work the other day, and one of his customers came in and gave him a packed lunch. This customer comes in every once in a while and brings a packed lunch for the guys in the back there. And you know, brother's like, oh, thanks. You know, and he had one of those Jello cups or whatever that was in there. And he said for the first time in his life, he had the exact same thing happen. He was sitting there, you know, he finished all his sandwich, and he said, the guy said it was a sandwich. There was a soup and a sandwich and something else. I can't remember, like a bread roll or something, I think he said. And then there was a Jello pudding cup, or Jello pack cup, whatever. And my brother went to go slurp that down, and his body just, he was like, it was the weirdest thing. It just came out. And I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what happens to me. He's like, I thought you were weird for so many years. I'm like, no, it's just weird. I put it in, and out it pops. Just, my body just kind of goes, It's like, what the hell? I've been like that since I was a little kid, though. I'm guessing it's a texture thing. I don't know. It is instantaneous. I put it in, and out it comes again. It's totally involuntary. It is the weirdest thing. Oh, I got to sneeze and then blow my schnoz here in a couple more minutes. Alright, so what I'll probably end up doing is, let's see here, what time is it in game? Oh, 1800 hours, that should be fine, perfect. What we'll end up doing then is I'll go park this over there by those deforested hills, and then I'll jump into the pallet truck and we'll go sell some stuff off and maybe buy another field or two. I agree, Philly. I agree totally. Pudding is way better than Jell-O any day. Any day of the week. I totally agree. Alright, let's get ourselves just parked a little bit over here. Alright, let's get ourselves in the platform vehicle. Hold on, before we go any farther. How much do we have here? 7,810. I think we need 11,000 to fill this thing. I can't remember. It's been so long. Or was it 4,500? I think it's 4,500. Wait a minute. It was 4,200. Okay, what do we have for fuel? 58%. All right. Let's go drop this off, and hopefully this will give us enough money so we can buy 1,000 liters of fuel. Because I think we're down to like less than 30 liters of fuel on the farm. Ooh, banana pudding. Banana pudding's good. See, you can't do pudding? See, yeah, everybody's got their little quirks, right? For me, I have an ascorbic acid allergy, which is why you'll always see me with either Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, or the no-name cream soda that I buy. They're all made with phosphoric acid instead of the ascorbic acid. Oh, that heck. Ugh. Ugh. Thanks for being here, Clyde. Okay, I think I'm done. Okay, no more burning in the sinuses. Oh, my eyes are gooey. I don't think I'm catching a cold. No, not a cold. Just allergies. Oh my goodness. That was like a 15 sneeze attack. 4 Kleenexes later. Oh, welcome, Jerry. Welcome. Oh. Sorry about that. I had to come in while I was radio silent, but I didn't think you guys needed to hear me sneezing and coughing and blowing my elephant nose. Oh, let's get some lights going on in game, shall we? You guys deserve some lights. Oh, no worries, Cloyd. Thanks for hanging out, man. Enjoy work. Hope you stay safe. Hope everybody is paying you fair wages. Don't forget, inflation's coming. Inflation's coming. It's already here for a lot of businesses. Then there's a lot of businesses that are taking advantage of the situation, like the lumber yards, the Big Five. Yeah, Warehouser and all them. They're definitely screwing the people over. Absolutely. They aren't paying the loggers anymore. They ain't giving the drivers more money. Hell, the stores are even being screwed by having to pay all the extra prices and everything else. And they're just giving a BS answer. I do hope at some point in time the government comes down on them and it's like, oh, you're going to get a fine for this and this amount of money. It's all because people are working right now in their houses, you know, renovating and everything else during the double bad plus cold that we all just went through. Thanks so much for hanging out there, Karsten. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You have yourself a wonderful day as well. Ugh. Tells ya. Oh, hey, T is playing Graveyard Keeper. Wonder if she's streaming or doing content on that. I love that game. One of the only ones, one of the few that I've actually finished 100% on my channel. I think I finished Graveyard Keeper and Barn Finders, but otherwise, you know, I'll let you guys in on a little bit of a trade secret as being a content creator on YouTube. Don't finish people's games. Because what you're telling the publisher or the developer is that you don't have enough respect for them. With a caveat here, and I'll tell you the caveat in a second, that, you know, you're willing to take away sales from them because, you know, if somebody goes online and within the first 2 days can see the ending of the game, they aren't likely to go out and purchase the game, see? So that really does hurt the bottom line for publishers and developers and that out there. So that's one of the main reasons why I don't do it. You know, I've had times where I've had developers who are like, no, we want you to finish the game. You know, we want you, even though we put out a memo to people, we want you to be the one that finishes it because we know that you're going to take your time in doing it. You're not going to do it in a day or two. So that's why I does it the ways that I do's. Alright, $1,700. So, well, we made around, you know, $1,500 roughly off of that. Let's go get ourselves some fuel from the gas station before we start running out everywhere. We already ran out once in the forklift. That was no fun. Come on, put. Come on. I'm holding the gas down to get more speed, and I'm not getting any more speed out of her. Sad but true. But at least we're moving forward in this. Wow, 10 o'clock at night and it's this dark? Definitely not summertime. Summertime here right now, we're starting to get like a lot of light. Yeah, it was funny on Sunday, Caveman knew it was his last day. And so he was up at 5 a.m. in the morning. He's like, Dad, sun's up, birds are chirping. He's like, can I have breakfast? I was like, do you want breakfast sandwiches or do you want the cereal? But well, first I tried to negotiate him going back to bed. That was not going to happen. He was just too hyper, too wild, wanted to spend as much time with me as possible. So I napped. I napped afterwards. Alright, let's go buy ourselves some fuel. My puppy's awake. Oh, she's got a toy. Uh-oh. I know what that means. Must be getting close to 4 o'clock. Give it all she's got, Captain. It's a Chevrolet, Jim. I can't drive it any faster than that. Sam says, hey, GG, I'm going to sign off. It's 11:17 now. So I'm going to knock myself out. You, sir, have a wonderful day and see you next time. Keep up the good work. I enjoyed it. Hey, thank you so much for hanging around, man. I hope that you have yourself a wonderful evening tonight. There we go. We're back down to like $200. Oh, 500. All right. So We spent 1,200 on fuel, but it's gonna be well worth it. We need it. Ah, thanks, Sam. Thank you. That light is awfully bright. I'm glad that I got the white filters on there, but still, she's still rather bright. Ended on a very good note. Ah, good to see ya. Good to see ya. Yeah, like I said, you stay safe, man. Enjoy. So yeah, little guy. Yeah, I tried to negotiate with him going back to bed at 5 o'clock in the morning. That wasn't happening. He's like, nope. I'm like, well, you can crawl in with me, dude. He's like, no. He's like, I'm hungry. It's 5 o'clock in the morning. He's like, yeah, the sun's up, birds are out. Come on, Dad, let's go. Come on, let's do some stuff. Okay. Got out of bed, threw on my house coat. I sleep in like super long boxers and that whenever he's around, right? So that way, should he wake up in the middle of the night screaming from a bad dream or having leg pains or you know, tooth, that type stuff, because his teeth are starting to fall out of his head now. He lost one. What was it? I think it was really loose Saturday night when he ate his pizza, and he turned it sideways on him, gave himself a little bit of a cry on that, but he manned up pretty good. He was at least the tooth fairy's going to come and take it. And then on Monday morning, I got the video message saying that, yeah, Dad, look what the tooth fairy brought. So he lost it the night before, I guess, just before bedtime. Didn't get a chance to talk to him on that one until later on Monday evening there, and he was all excited to show me this stuffed toy and things like that he got from the tooth fairy. A very happy man. Now he's missing his front tooth. Well, like I told him, at least he doesn't have to worry about not having 2 front teeth for Christmas. He didn't see the joke in that, but he didn't understand it either when I played him the song, too. Oh, hello, no. I'm not, no. Now she's dragging her harness over. She wants to go for a WALK. So I know what I'll be doing as soon as I'm done stream tonight. I think I've been voluntold by Doggo here what I'm doing. It's gorgeous outside today, so I have no issues taking her to the park and then carrying her back the last 2 or 3 houses. Okay, I have nothing on the road here, bud. I mean, the closest thing to being on the road is way over there. You stopping here, once again, is a programmer's issue. So in order to prevent the cars from going and doing silly things like where they get knocked off their pathing and start doing circles, they decided to slow everything down. Because right now we're doing 23 kilometers an hour, right? Well, I took these lines as being 12 inches per, did the math, as this is not 23 kilometers an hour. This is like 8 or 9 kilometers an hour. Honestly, I'm surprised that we don't have boars and everything else walking circles around us. Oh, poor bud. Poor bud. Hey, Gary. No worries. No, dude, no worries, man. You had yourself a good day today. So I'm glad that you took the time to crash out, grab a nap. Not an issue, my man. Not an issue at all. Take the time and enjoy it while you can. I got full throttle, pedal to the metal, and we're still doing just putt-putt 23 kilometers an hour. God, this is just killing me here. But you gotta buy more vehicles in order to get your mechanic skill to level 3. Well, I'm not gonna waste all my money buying new vehicles that are absolutely pointless. Yeah, sure, let's go get ourselves a new Mercedes so that way anybody that sees us in it can get just 15 social points. Okay, how about you get me the solar roofs and we put those back on, That was a really highly requested feature. Oh yeah, e-brake. That was a highly requested feature. Oh, there's been so many highly requested features that have just been completely ignored. For a couple of them that were requested, I could see where the game engine itself was the issue, but not for a parking brake. I'm sorry, that's not a game engine issue. That's a programmer's issue. Lack thereof of skills. Yeah, I hear you. Actually, I got really, really lucky. My dad lost almost all of his teeth by the time he was in his mid to late 20s. By the time he was 30, no, sorry, by the time he was 35, he had no teeth left. He's got no original teeth left in his head. It's just pure dentures at this time. I'll also fill it up because we can. Alright, let's get over to our pallet truck. Get her turned, or get it turned around. Oop. I always run into that rock when I do a U-turn here with this thing. I can do it with all the tractors, just can't do it with the big platform truck. One day I shall remember that. So yeah, no, I'm lucky. I have 4 crowns in my head. No other cavities right now, which is really, really weird. Every time, once a year, I'd go in to see the dentist when I was a teenager, and they'd always have a cavity to fill. Always, 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 always. Yeah, and I would like some real brakes on these vehicles too, because, you know, it doesn't take 20 minutes for it to stop to go forward in real life. I mean, you know, as it was pointed out by Bud there, the DOT would be a little bit all over that, you know, inability to brake. Wrong button. Well, you're not going to show me how... Alright. They are already, okay. Stop! Stop! God. Alright, get over there. Alright, well, I guess we're not going to go there. How about you? So it's really weird. I pick up 1 pine, 1 spruce, 1 birch, 1 pine, 1 spruce, 1 pine, 1 birch. It was really, really just messed up how the picking of this stuff went out of the forklift area there. Underneath the for sale sign here, just to the left, it was weird. It was pick up 1, then pick up the other, pick up 1, then pick up the other. What was it? Was it pine or spruce? Pine. Pine and birch. So it would give me 1 pine, 1 birch, 1 pine, 1 birch. Moon says, I'm 57, never had a cavity. I must be blessed. Yeah, you must be. Even my kiddo, you know, he brushes his teeth 2 times, sometimes 3 times a day. And he's got 2 cavities, but it's where the teeth are really tight together, like they're really squished up. And so he's got a cavity on both teeth, right where they touch. And, you know, we've had him flossing for at least the last 2 years. He's been, you know, like I say, brush his teeth every morning, every night. If he eats something super sugary or anything, he goes and he brushes his teeth after that as well. But he still ends up getting cavities, so we're not sure. He doesn't drink like any of the heavy acidic things like juice or pops or anything. If anything, if he's going to have any soft drink, he has the sugar-free Powerades without the electrolytes and everything else in them. He doesn't do so good with the electrolytes. Makes him ill. But yeah, good for you. That is awesome to hear that people can keep their teeth up there that far in there. More hope for me. More hope for me. Catch the downhill and get that extra speed. What is it, Pup? What? She's got her harness and her leash now right behind me. I guess I'm being told what we're doing today. I don't see her ball anymore, but yep. I think she's decided that she doesn't want to play. She wants to go for a WALK. No, it's not YouTube making things darker. No, it's in-game. Like, see, if I turn these lights out, if I turn the lights out, these markers are still really dim as well. It's the game, unfortunately. Yeah, because I'm looking at the difference between YouTube and my screen here on, and everything looks to be about the same. Yeah, I'd say that's about the same. Do you have your contrast turned down maybe a little bit more on your thing? Smiles! How you doing, Smiles? Oh, you betcha, bud. You betcha. Have fun with the little squirts. I'm just about wrapping it up here. Once we get back to the main house here, we'll probably finish things up. It's been absolutely awesome seeing everybody here today. Thank you so much for everyone who's come to hang out and drop down the likes. Thank you. Alchemy, how close are you, girl? You get yourself there yet? You got yourself to 100? For those who don't know, Alchemy right now is so close to getting her 100 subscribers so she can get her amazing custom URL. So instead of it being, you know, like a GEQUVP, she'll be able to have Gaming with Alchemy in her YouTube name. So I'm looking forward to it. So excited. You're so close there, Alchemy. I hope you enjoyed your stream the other day there too. I do hope so. You sounded like you were having a ton of fun. I wish I could have hung out a little bit more, but it was a busy day for everyone. Everybody was streaming all around the same time. Yep. I tell you, yeah, I wish my doggy wouldn't be getting me up so early. I'd like to be streaming again back in the early mornings, but the doggo getting me up pretty much every night, and yeah, trying to get on. I've tried every day for the last 2 weeks to get a hold of legal aid, but my phone dies before I'm ever connected through. Now that's my phone plugged in. You can see I got it plugged in. She's plugged into the wall, and I can sit on hold for just a little over 3 hours now. So 3 hours and 10, 3 hours and 15 minutes, and then my phone just shuts off, crashes, disconnects the call. It's dead. There's no battery power to it, and then I gotta wait 5 minutes. And then you'll hear this, and it'll fire up again. I need to get a new phone. Nice, Sherry. That's awesome that you got to keep the custom URL. Well, I'm glad you got to keep the URL. Sorry to hear that you dropped out of the content rat race. But let's see here, what time is it in game? Oh my goodness, it's almost 11 o'clock in game, so that's definitely a good place to leave things off here. Let's do this. Let's go here. Alright, we'll jump to the house. And we'll get ourselves a bit of a save file going on. So no new land today or anything. So the next episode will be us pretty much finishing things off here, grabbing more logs, all that type of stuff as well. So thank you guys for watching. I hope everybody has themselves a fantastic evening, afternoon, or morning, depending on where you are in the world. Thank you so much for taking the time to hang out with me, subscribing to all those awesome recommended rascals that have been popping up in the screen, in the chat stuff that you've been seeing above my head, as well as where you've been chatting down there. Like I said, tomorrow night we're going to be doing the Simdicate crew. We'll be doing Raft, and tomorrow during the day around 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time we will be doing Castle Flipper. So I will go ahead and post up the thumbnail as I made it last night when I had an opportunity to be on the Adobes. So yeah, as soon as I'm done stream here, I'll set that up for tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. I had a lot of fun watching Deuce play his Castle Flipper, so I'm hoping I get to have as much fun as he is. This weekend, I'm not 100% sure what's going on with the Syndicate boys, if we're doing some stuff or not on Saturday or Sunday. But whatever day that they're not doing something on, I will try to come in here and stream some more of that Power Wash Simulator, because I like it. I like it. and there seems to be a lot of content that's in there that we haven't touched yet. So thank you once again to everyone. Thank you very much to Todd for becoming one of the newest sponsors of the channel. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Enjoy those emotes just as Gary slapped them down. Awesome. Good timing, Gary. You can see there, folks, just a small sample of the emotes that you get as a bonus for becoming part and sponsor of the channel. So thank you so much to all the members. Thank you so much to all the new folks. Thank you to all those who hit that like button. And I do hope that you, yourselves, and your family have yourselves a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, and good night. And get ready to cover your ears, folks, because it's time to say